Welcome back, and with us over the phone is Dr. Salma Al-Ghitani, and she is a professor of mass comm at the AUC in Egypt. Good morning, Dr. Al-Ghitani.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
All fine, alhamdulillah.
And happy 64th anniversary of Egyptian media to you.
Yes, happy anniversary to you too.
Thank you so much. First of all, let's give a full assessment of Egyptian media from 60 years. How do you see Egyptian media have evolved over 64 years, especially that Egyptian media has been taking the lead all over the Arab world and maybe worldwide, and standing strong and tall to all the challenges that were waged by international media outlets who were provoking or staging some wrong wrong news, faking news about Egypt, trying to do some or execute some personal interest for other countries.
Yes, so of course you're going live from the famous Maspiru building, or now the Higher Media Authority, and this building has witnessed, as you said, a lot of key steps in the history of Egypt over the past 66 decades, 60 years, and even more. It has come across the pandemic, the 73 war, all different kinds of key milestones that Egypt has been through, and this building, with all the media that it has been providing, has been standing still in the face of it all, as you said. Egypt has long had a strategic position in the Arab world and maybe globally, and the media that it produces has had the same role. It was a very strategic role that the media in Egypt has played. It has brought people together when there is time was needed for that. It has delivered the information. It has kept people engaged and informed, not only in Egypt again, but all across the Arab world. The soft power that the Egyptian media plays for all Arabs across the region has been tremendous. We see Arabs from all over the region say that they follow Egyptian media closely. They understand the Egyptian dialect more because of the media that we produce. It's a dialect that's easily digestible by all other nations in the region, and this has been, of course, given attributes in a big sense to the Egyptian media.
Right. When we take a flashback into the launch of Egyptian media, maybe 64 years back, and the launch of Maspiru in particular, and the icons of media that started off with this legacy, we pay a lot of respect to people who are still alive and with us until this very moment, and we have learned from them as people in the media, and people in the medium generally learned a lot of them. From a lot of them. Talking about those media icons and the launch of the Egyptian media that have pioneered the whole region when it comes to news, when it comes to coverages, when it comes to drama also, the sitcoms and everything that was produced, and when it comes to TV series, and everything that is broadcasted used to be overwhelming the whole world, even with the advent of Arab media, surrounding Arab media.
Yes, this is absolutely correct. The role of the very traditional news bulletin, the 6 o'clock or the 9 o'clock news bulletin, has been tremendous in keeping people informed all over Egypt. Everyone would come around the TV set just to know what is happening. They would be informed of everything that's going on around them. It's been like a key bulletin that everyone has been following. Even older generations now still follow the news on Egyptian media and not on social media like everyone else does, because this is has been their custom. As you said, Egyptian media has been pioneering in the region, following after that when the Egyptian satellite was launched and followed by other satellites in the region. Again, it has expanded its array of channels and media platforms available to the wider audiences in the Arab region or even transnationally across the different borders. It has reached Egyptians residing in the States, in Canada, in Europe, in whatever. So we've had this footprint in the region, again, with the advent of satellite television later, and now with digital platforms, this is still standing. So yes, it's been a long, full, rich history, actually.
From your own assessment as a professor of mass comm in one of the prominent universities in Egypt, how do you assess a successful media? Is it assessed by the advent of modernity, the state of art, the advent of modern technicians and modern technicalities, digitalized media and all that? Or is it only assessed by the professionality of the media people who are working, by the credibility of their work, by the strong cultural background of the people who are in charge of the media outlets, by the application of the media rules and the school of media over the piece of news that is broadcasted, or what?
Yes, so in theoretical terms, the media has like three major roles, which is to keep people informed, keep people alerted of breaking news or dangerous news or things that they need to be aware of, and to keep them entertained. So when the media achieves any of these goals successfully in reaching wider audiences and informing them, keeping them informed, keeping them alerted, and keeping them entertained, then it's basically had a successful practice. So we can say that Egyptian media has been doing all these. As you said, we have the know-how, the professionalism, the background of the people on the screen and in front and behind the camera as well. So the production of the media in Egypt has been led by people who know what they're doing, basically, and know how to reach audiences and how to influence public opinion and keep people informed of things that they need to be aware of. And at the same time, whenever technological advancements have been introduced, we've been following suit, trying to adapt, trying to introduce whatever new is out there in the world here in Egypt. So it's always something that we strive to do, is to keep things modern and all that. Sometimes, of course, the resources are not enough to do everything, but again, there is will, there is goodwill, there is a political will, there is an economic will to always advance, and this can be seen. So audiences now, with the newer platforms, with the United Media Services platforms, the streaming platform Watchit, the other digital platforms that Egyptian media has to offer, we see a lot of these trends trying to keep up with the technology, trying to keep up with where people are found. The media is there also as well to be found.
Right. Of course, we totally understand that digitalized media and social media is prevailing right now, and there is one heck of a competition between the TV now and the social media and digitalized media. But still, do you think, which is more important, which is will stay to be more popular to people? Is it the media that is aiming at only spreading awareness, or the media that is waging or spreading entertainment, digitalized media, that sensational media, and those type of media, commercial media, for example? How do you assess the future media in the future?
Yes, so it's long-standing that the credibility of content we see on digital platforms or on social media in particular is questionable. There is a lot of misinformation and disinformation and fake news out there that people need to be very aware of and need to be very careful about the type of content and news that they consume on social media. So whenever there is like a major happening, major news, something that we really need very accurate information about, everyone resorts to the traditional quote-unquote media, which is like the television or other traditional news, like even newspapers. So when the time is serious, people resort to the traditional media that is known to be more credible. It will give me the information as it is in an accurate way without all the rumors and the misinformation on social media. But on a daily basis, perhaps people find social media more accessible, easier to consume and to digest. It's on their phones. It's very high on engagement and human interaction, so people perhaps find it easier. But again, they have to pay the price of being exposed to a lot of fake news.
Right. Of course, Dr. Salma, I want you to explain to us how influential could media be on the minds of new generations, the awareness of peoples of countries, on decision makers also, taking countries from war to peace or from peace to war. Is really media capable of doing that?
Yes, media is extremely powerful. It's labeled the fifth state in any nation. So it's the fifth power in a nation that can actually bring people together or tear people apart. It can keep them informed, raise awareness about key societal issues, about key concerns in the community, keep people engaged in ways to better their community, to be more environmentally friendly, to be more educated about issues that touch their daily lives, such as the economics, the financials, the business aspects of life, so of course the political aspects. So there is now all sorts of types of journalism that are more specialized. So there is peace journalism, there is food journalism, there is water journalism that keep people aware and engaged and informed about issues that have to do with water scarcity and water prices, or food journalism that talk about food shortages and being sustainable and more environmentally friendly in life and about our food consumption. So the media really has a huge role in keeping people well informed, well educated, so that they can make better decisions in their daily lives, to stay connected as one people, as one community. So we've seen all over the media a lot of instances across the decades of people actually copying what they see in the media. So they set trends. It can be a trend-setting thing that we see something in the media and we start to copy, especially younger generations, and then the media has this huge influence on them. So it is very, very powerful.
Right. On that note, of course, Dr. Salma Al-Ghitani, you are a professor of mass comm at the American University in Cairo. Thank you so much for talking to us, and you have a good day.
Thank you.
Our real pleasure. And by this, we come to the end of this edition of The Breakfast Show for today. Many thanks to all of you. Till we see you again tomorrow morning. That's a goodbye.